Hello everyone, and welcome to ZoomInData. In this video, we will compare Azure Data Factory, SSIS, and Apache Airflow, so you can understand which tool to use for your data workflows. There are multiple tools available for data integration. Choosing the right one is critical for efficiency, scalability, and cost savings. Azure Data Factory is a cloud-based service that orchestrates data pipelines and handles ETL or ELT workflows across different systems. SSIS is an on-premise ETL tool primarily designed for SQL Server databases. It supports workflow automation but is limited to on-premise or hybrid environments. Apache Airflow is an open-source workflow orchestrator. It is Python-based, highly scalable, and allows building complex workflows programmatically. Here's a high-level comparison. ADF is cloud-based and beginner-friendly, SSIS is on-premise and GUI-based, and Airflow is code-centric, open-source, and highly scalable. For small businesses with mostly SQL Server and simple pipelines, SSIS or ADF is sufficient. For cloud-first companies with scalable pipelines, ADF is the ideal choice. It connects multiple cloud sources efficiently. For advanced workflows requiring Python-based transformations or custom scheduling, Apache Airflow is preferred. ADF is fully managed in the cloud, SSIS is on-premise, and Airflow can be self-managed or deployed in the cloud. ADF supports both ETL and ELT natively. SSIS is mainly ETL, while Airflow can do ETL using custom scripts. ADF supports both ETL and ELT natively. SSIS is mainly ETL, while Airflow can do ETL using custom scripts. ADF is pay-per-use in the cloud, SSIS requires license and Windows infrastructure, and Airflow is free but you need to manage the infrastructure. ADF has built-in monitoring dashboards. SSIS uses SQL Server agent and reports. Airflow provides a web UI and logs for workflow monitoring. ADF is highly scalable because it is cloud-based. SSIS scalability is limited on-prem, while Airflow can scale using multiple workers in cloud or on-prem. Here's an example ADF pipeline. Data is copied from a blob to a data lake, transformed using Databricks, and loaded into a SQL data warehouse. In SSIS, you extract data from SQL Server, transform it using data flow tasks, and load it into another SQL Server database. Airflow uses Python DAGs for orchestrating pipelines. Data is read, transformed using Python scripts, and loaded into a cloud warehouse. Let's summarize the pros and cons. ADF is cloud-based, beginner-friendly, and highly scalable, but costs increase with frequent pipeline runs. SSIS is easy to use with a GUI, familiar to SQL Server users, but is limited to on-premise environments. Airflow is open source and flexible for complex workflows, but it requires programming skills and managing the infrastructure yourself. Choosing the right tool depends on a few factors. Consider your data volume. Large datasets favor cloud-native tools like ADF or Airflow. Evaluate the complexity of your workflows. Simple ETL might be fine with SSIS, but complex dependencies benefit from Airflow. Also, decide whether your environment is cloud first or on-premise, and consider your budget and team resources. This analysis will guide your selection. For small SQL Server pipelines that do not involve cloud sources, SSIS is ideal. It's simple to configure using the drag-and-drop GUI, requires no coding, and is cost-effective if you already have SQL Server licenses. It's perfect for smaller teams with less complex workflows. For organizations that are cloud-first and require scalable pipelines, ADF is the best choice. It connects multiple cloud sources, supports both ETL and ELT, and scales automatically as your data grows. You can also integrate it with other Azure services like Databricks, Synapse Analytics, and storage accounts, creating a seamless cloud ecosystem. For complex pipelines involving multiple dependencies, custom transformations, or Python-based workflows, Apache Airflow is the right tool. You can create DAGs with Python scripts, schedule tasks, handle retries, and build highly scalable pipelines. Airflow is perfect for data engineering teams that require full control over workflow logic. This table compares features side by side. Notice how ADF and Airflow scale well, while SSIS is limited. ADF and SSIS offer GUIs for easier use, but Airflow requires coding. Cloud support is built in for ADF and Airflow, whereas SSIS is mostly on-prem. Finally, Airflow is open source, while the other two are proprietary tools. If you're learning these tools, here's a recommended path. Start with Azure Data Factory to get comfortable with cloud pipelines. Then, practice simple SSIS GUI projects to understand ETL pipelines visually. Finally, explore Airflow DAGs to learn how to program complex pipelines. This progression helps you build both GUI-based and code-based skills. To summarize, Azure Data Factory is cloud-friendly, GUI-based, and scalable, ideal for cloud-first organizations. SSIS is an on-premise GUI tool, perfect for simple SQL Server pipelines. Apache Airflow is open source and Python-based, designed for complex and advanced workflows. Understanding these distinctions will help you pick the right tool for your projects. Here's a simple decision flow. If your pipeline is small and SQL-based, choose SSIS. If you are working in the cloud and need scalable pipelines, pick Azure Data Factory. And if your workflow is complex, requires Python scripting, or advanced scheduling, Airflow is the way to go. This visual flow helps in making a quick decision. Thank you for watching this detailed comparison of Azure Data Factory, SSIS, and Airflow. I hope this video helped you understand which tool to choose based on your project needs. Don't forget to subscribe to ZoomInData for more tutorials, tips, and guides on modern data engineering and cloud technologies. See you in the next video.